Well, you're welcome back to the morning show. We're now being joined from Oka, the Anambra state capital, by our Rice correspondent, Emeka Monye, for the first update on today's governorship election. Hello, Emeka. Good morning. What's Anambra state looking like this morning?
Well, good morning, Kachi. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Adeswa. Well, it's a D-Day, the much awaited day, the day over 2.8 million Anambra residents will be going out to vote for who becomes the next governor of the state in the next 4 years. Will it be the incumbent governor, or will there be an upset in terms of a new governor emerging after today's polls? Of course, the answer to this question lies in the electorate, the people that will be casting their vote in today's election. Here we are. Registration has commenced in this polling unit. If you look at me behind, voters have started coming in trickles to look out for their name in the registration ballot sheet being pasted on the wall. Of course, we have 238 of them who are registered in this polling unit 025 Ward A2 here in Oka South local government area. As it stands now, the mood is quite a mixture of enthusiasm, apathy, depending on the political divide you are, or whether you are apolitical about the political happenings in the state. For party members, yes, they are all looking forward to this day, and it is calm. They've galvanized, they've mobilized, they've sensitized various stakeholders, including market leaders, church leaders, student groups, to come out today to vote for their candidates. While for the electorate, they also are looking forward to cast their vote, particularly for those age range of people, over 140,000 of them who have hit the threshold of the voting age of 18. They will be casting their vote for the first time. In terms of security, yes, we have a huge number of security personnel led by the Nigerian police, over 45,000 of them, according to the INEC chairman. A couple of days ago, he had a press conference where he stated that 45,000 security personnel have been deployed to man strategic positions in Anambra State, including the 3 senatorial zones, the 21 local government, and the over 326 wards across the state. This is the situation here in Anambra State. Kachi.
All right, Emeka, just 2 quick follow-up questions. I like the fact that you spoke about security, because I recall that precisely 4 years ago, we were in the studio crossing live to our correspondent, like your good self, in Anambra 4 years ago. But there were issues. There were gunshots all over the place. In fact, when we had one of the candidates speaking to us directly on that day, we could barely finish the interview because there were gunshots around his house. So what assurances did we get this time around from the Commissioner of Police? You've spoken about the deployment, but in terms of what is actually on the ground, boots on ground, what is the situation like? And then secondly, is this a kind of a referendum on the governor or on INEC, given the fact that this is the first off-season election that the new headship of INEC will conduct? How are things looking up? I see that the officials that are there are quite early. How positive, on a general note, is what you have observed so far in Oka in particular?
Well, for me, I think it's not really a referendum on the part of the governor per se. It is specifically on INEC, because particularly the new leadership of the Independent Electoral Commission here in Nigeria. Now, because INEC has given assurances that this time around, no room for error. They have given promises, they've assured the residents that security-wise, every voter will be protected. Now, in terms of deployment of the beavers, they have deployed over 4,000 beavers to to the different polling units to ensure a seamless and smooth registration and transfer of voters. Like he said, the chairman Amupitan will say that election results, election votes will be uploaded into the IREV real time and online this time around. So that's where the issue of confidence now will come into play when the voters go out to vote. They want to take the new chairman's words that at least let's give him the benefit of the doubt, unlike what happened for a couple of years ago, 4 years specifically. Now, what we are seeing here is that the people want to vote, not specifically because they want to test the popularity of the governor, but essentially to see how ready, how credible the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, will be willing this time around to conduct a free, fair, and an election that is devoid of doubt and controversy. Steve.
Emeka, we'll come back to you probably later in the show to get better insight on how the people are feeling and if they're excited and what the temperature is like as the day goes on. Thank you for your submissions this morning. I'm sure we'll see you later.